The whole town is talking about you for a very shocking reason. My beloved child, don't scroll now. Something is unfolding behind your name that's louder than whispers and heavier than truth. People who never noticed you are suddenly watching, and their voices are trembling because of what they've heard. They're not speaking in hatred, they're speaking in disbelief. Your name has become the center of something so unexpected that even those who once doubted you are now speechless. Something powerful, almost divine, is changing the way everyone sees you, and it started the moment you chose peace over revenge. Stay here. Don't skip. Because before this message ends, you'll know why your name is echoing across every street, every phone, every mind that once underestimated you. The air is shifting, and your story is about to turn into a living miracle. Archangel Michael says, "Heaven heard the rumors first. But instead of shame, it wrapped you in glory." You are not being exposed, you are being revealed. The same mouths that whispered lies are now trembling as truth shines through your silence. Type Amen to get blessing 333. A few days ago, someone tried to paint your image in darkness. They thought if they twisted your story, people would stop believing in you. But heaven reversed the words, turning every insult into proof of your strength. Now, those same voices are wondering how you're still standing. They're questioning how peace follows you like a shadow while they drown in their own guilt. Every eye that once rolled in mockery now stares in awe because something about you feels untouchable. Don't skip this part. This is the turning point. The entire town can feel your energy rising, like thunder before rain. What they don't know is, this was planned. Heaven needed them to talk about you, so that when your victory appears, they'd have no choice but to admit your truth. The one who tried to humiliate you is losing sleep. Their silence now speaks louder than their gossip ever did. And soon, they will come forward, not with pride, but with regret. Type Amen to get blessing 444. You became the story they can't stop telling, but not for the reasons they expected. Your name carries weight now, not scandal, but significance. Every whisper has turned into curiosity, and curiosity is turning into admiration. My beloved child, what was meant to destroy you is now announcing your breakthrough. The same crowd that once watched you struggle is about to witness your reward. Archangel Michael says this attention is divine strategy, not chaos. So stay calm, and let them talk. Let their confusion spread, because while they gossip, your destiny is preparing its entrance. There's a moment coming, very soon, when one piece of news about you will silence them all. The rumor they started will end up being your prophecy fulfilled. That's why you're being watched more closely than ever, not because you failed, but because your rise is unexplainable. Type Amen to get blessing 555. A certain person, yes, the one who pretended to know your truth, is realizing they can't erase what heaven wrote about you. They see the glow in your eyes now, and it terrifies them. Because deep down, they know they can't compete with divine favor. Stay till the end. Something massive is about to unfold in your favor. Every place your name has been mentioned in mockery will soon echo with applause. Your silence is your crown, and your patience is your power. Archangel Michael says, let them see your calmness, it's proof that God is handling the storm. The universe is rearranging itself around your name, preparing you for recognition that no rumor can block. And when the truth breaks, the whole town will be stunned, not by what they said, but by how wrong they were. That's when they'll know, your name was never meant for drama, it was meant for destiny. Type Amen to get blessing 666. My beloved child, heaven is rewriting the narrative. What used to be gossip will soon sound like prophecy. People will say, we always knew something special was in them, even though they once laughed behind your back. Don't seek revenge. Just breathe. Every word spoken about you is returning to sender, transformed by grace. The same mouths that once cursed will now confess your greatness. Something miraculous is aligning right now, a letter, a call, a public post that shifts everything. You won't need to prove your worth anymore, the universe itself will broadcast your vindication. The whole town will see it, that glow, that peace, that divine confirmation that you were never what they said. You were always chosen. Type Amen to get blessing 777. Someone who hurt you deeply is about to come forward, trembling. They've seen the truth they tried to hide, and now they can't carry the guilt any longer. Tears have become their new language. You will not have to say a word, their apology will come from a place of revelation. They finally understand that your silence wasn't weakness, it was heaven's patience in disguise. Stay with me. The moment is near when everything flips. What was meant to humiliate you will become your breakthrough headline. The story spreading about you will soon be one of redemption, grace, and transformation. Archangel Michael says the world must see how divine justice works. They'll see that no lie can last when truth has wings. And you, my child, are about to soar. Type Amen to get blessing 888. Your energy has shifted, and everyone feels it. The same people who ignored your pain now feel drawn to your peace. They can't explain it, they just know something around you feels holy. The more they talk, the more your name is carried by light. Every rumor becomes a trumpet of revelation. Your story is being rewritten publicly because heaven wants your victory seen, not hidden. Someone you least expect will defend you soon, shocking everyone. A person who once joined the gossip will now stand up for you in front of all. That's when you'll know, the turning point has arrived. My beloved child, stand tall. This is your season of divine recognition. The whole town is talking, but heaven is writing the next chapter. Type Amen to get blessing 999. My beloved child, stay right here. Don't scroll. Something unbelievable is unfolding, and every second from now holds a revelation that will silence every doubt that once surrounded your name. The whispers in the streets are turning into confessions. People who once mocked you are now trying to rewrite history. They are saying, I always knew there was something special about them, even though they were the ones who tried to bury your light. Your name has reached places you've never stepped into. Strangers are speaking your truth, not because they knew you, but because heaven is using their voices to announce your rise. What's happening now is not gossip, it's divine advertisement. Archangel Michael says, do not fear the noise, it's the sound of your destiny becoming known. What was hidden is now being revealed. What was ignored is now being celebrated. Your silence has become the loudest statement in the entire town. Type Amen to get blessing 111. They talked about your pain, but they didn't know it was birthing purpose. They laughed at your setbacks, but they didn't realize heaven was using those moments to prepare your stage. Now, every whisper is turning into applause because truth cannot stay buried. Someone in that crowd knows the real reason behind all of this. They saw something divine around you, a light that made others uncomfortable. That's why they talked, not because of what you did, but because of who you're becoming. Stay till the end, my child. Because the very one who started the rumor is now realizing they awakened the miracle. Heaven let them speak your name so that your story could reach the ears that needed to hear it most. The universe is rearranging conversations around your name. What used to be small talk has become prophecy. Everyone who hears your story feels something shift inside, like they're witnessing the birth of a chosen soul. Type Amen to get blessing 222. There's a woman in the crowd, the one who doubted you most. She's seen the signs now, the dreams, the confirmations, the repeated numbers. Something inside her says, "We were wrong." And that whisper is spreading faster than any lie. You may not see it yet, but your vindication has already begun. People are messaging each other about you, not to gossip, but to warn others not to underestimate you again. The same town that once dismissed your name will soon honor it. Archangel Michael says this shift is irreversible. You are being elevated publicly, and every rumor becomes part of your legend. They thought they were destroying your reputation. Instead, they made you unforgettable. Every story told about you now carries light. Even the twisted versions glow differently because truth has soaked through every word. Type Amen to get blessing 333. My beloved child, heaven is not done. There's someone quietly preparing to meet you, the one who will restore your name fully. They have heard the whispers and seen the proof of your purity, and now they're coming forward with an offer, an opportunity, a divine invitation. It might come through a call, a message, or a public announcement. Whatever form it takes, it will stop the entire town in its tracks. People will freeze in disbelief when they realize you were chosen all along. Don't be surprised when those who once ignored you start seeking your advice. Don't be shocked when the same doors that closed in your face start opening without you knocking. Archangel Michael says, this is not revenge, this is revelation. Every delay, every insult, every rumor has become the soil that's now growing your victory. Type Amen to get blessing 444. The person who envied your peace is breaking down in private. They can't explain why everything they tried against you is falling apart. They've learned that no one can dim a light heaven has chosen to shine. You may hear their apology soon, but not just in words. Their actions will show regret. They will defend your name in places you'll never go. That's divine justice working quietly. Stay till the end, because the final scene of this story will leave everyone stunned. Your glow will be undeniable, your rise unstoppable, and your peace unshakable. The whole town will stand still when heaven makes your truth visible. You'll walk through those same streets again, not in shame, but in glory. Type Amen to get blessing 555. My beloved child, what's happening now isn't gossip anymore. It's prophecy unfolding in plain sight. Heaven is using their voices to make your victory known far and wide. The person who betrayed your trust is realizing they exposed themselves, not you. They played a game they couldn't win because the rules were written in heaven's language. Archangel Michael says the eyes that once looked down on you will now look up to you with awe. You were hidden for a reason, and now, revelation has perfect timing. You are not just being talked about, you are being remembered, respected, and restored. This is not the end, it's the rise no one expected. Type Amen to get blessing 666. Something greater is coming, and the whispers will turn into cheers. You will soon receive a message that confirms everything you felt inside, that all along, heaven had your back. Someone important, with influence and voice, is about to mention your name in a way that changes your life forever. That single moment will silence every rumor instantly. The whole town will watch in awe, realizing the shocking reason they were talking about you wasn't your fall. It was your divine rise. The rumor was never about your failure, it was about your becoming. My beloved child, stay humble. Stay kind. Your story is already legendary. Type Amen to get blessing 777. Archangel Michael says, do not run from the spotlight heaven gives you. Walk into it with peace. The voices around you will soon quiet, and you'll hear only praise, gratitude, and wonder. Those who once gossiped will wish they had stood beside you. Those who once doubted will wish they had believed sooner. But none of that matters now, because your destiny is louder than their noise. This is your divine announcement. You are no longer the person they misjudged. You are the revelation they can't stop talking about. And when the truth finally lands, the whole town will remember your name, not for scandal, but for strength. Type Amen to get blessing 888. My beloved child, this is the moment everything begins to make sense. The noise outside your name is reaching its highest point, but this is not chaos, it's the drumbeat before your divine unveiling. Heaven is letting the world talk, so that when the truth comes out, there will be witnesses everywhere. People can't stop mentioning you because something in your energy has changed. The way you walk, the calm in your tone, the way your silence carries weight, it's unsettling those who once thought you were powerless. Their conversations about you have turned from laughter to awe. Stay here, don't move. The shocking reason the whole town is talking about you is about to surface, and it will leave even your critics speechless. Everything that was whispered in darkness is now being rewritten in light. Archangel Michael says, heaven never hides its chosen forever. When the appointed time arrives, no rumor can stop the revelation. And that time is now. Type Amen to get blessing 999. The unexpected moment arrives when your story breaks open, not by your words, but through undeniable proof. A message, a photo, a document, or a testimony reaches the public. The same mouths that spread lies are now sharing your truth. Every screen, every phone, every voice in the town echoes the same thing: we didn't know. We were wrong about them. What once felt like isolation now becomes divine attention. Someone you trusted years ago is finally speaking out, revealing the hidden truth that everyone ignored. Their courage becomes the spark that redeems your name in front of all. Archangel Michael says, do not look back with bitterness. Look ahead with grace. Because grace is the only language heaven uses when it restores the fallen and lifts the humble. Type Amen to get blessing 1111. My beloved child, miracles are not always silent, sometimes they roar through the voices of those who once doubted. The very people who mocked you are now your messengers. They are testifying, not out of guilt, but awe. Every cafe conversation, every small group whispering your name is unknowingly fulfilling prophecy. Your name carries frequency now. When they say it, they feel warmth instead of mockery. They feel something divine they can't explain. And then, out of nowhere, a public announcement appears, a recognition, an award, an invitation. The crowd freezes. Every word spoken against you becomes irrelevant. The truth shines so bright that no shadow can exist beside it. Archangel Michael says this is not fame, it's justice. The heavens are clearing your name, one heart at a time. Type Amen to get blessing 1212. A certain person, the one who once betrayed your trust, is now crying in silence. They didn't expect your name to rise this high, this fast. Every place they tried to block you has now become a doorway for your blessing. They're realizing they were never your enemy, they were your confirmation. Because if they hadn't talked, no one would have noticed how resilient your spirit truly is. Heaven turned their gossip into your glory. Now, even strangers defend you. People you've never met are saying, they didn't deserve what they went through. That's divine reversal, the kind that only happens when the universe itself speaks. My beloved child, this is your season of revelation, and no human tongue can undo what heaven has declared. Type Amen to get blessing 1313. The town is changing. You can feel it. The same streets that once carried whispers now echo with applause. The atmosphere is lighter, calmer, filled with awe. Everyone wants to see you, to speak to you, to understand how you turned pain into purpose. Someone will approach you soon, a well-known figure in your community, or someone with influence. They'll say, I want to hear your story in your own words. This will be your moment to speak, and your words will heal more people than you'll ever realize. Don't speak with anger. Speak with peace. Because when you do, your story becomes a key that unlocks freedom for others who suffered in silence. Archangel Michael says, your pain was not wasted. It was preparation for influence. Now your truth will move beyond the town, it will reach the world. Type Amen to get blessing 1414. My beloved child, heaven smiles as you stand in your light. Every tear you once shed has become a seed for your new season. People can't stop talking about you because your presence feels like prophecy fulfilled. Even those who never met you feel connected, as if your journey mirrors their own healing. That's why your name keeps surfacing, it carries hope. And soon, your story will be shared beyond borders, through a screen, a platform, a message that travels further than any rumor ever did. The same energy that once pulled you down is now pushing you to divine recognition. Archangel Michael says, this is what happens when grace rewrites history. Type Amen to get blessing 1515. As night falls, a peaceful energy fills the air. You sense it in your chest, that quiet vibration of destiny settling into place. The noise of gossip fades, replaced by the sound of gratitude. The whole town finally understands what heaven saw in you from the beginning. There's a moment coming soon, a public gesture that seals your story with honor. It might be a ceremony, a feature, or a heartfelt post that goes viral. It will be unexpected, but it will feel sacred. The same eyes that once judged you will tear up as they realize how wrong they were. Forgive them. They were just instruments in heaven's design. My beloved child, your story is no longer a rumor, it's a revelation. Type Amen to get blessing 1616. Archangel Michael says, "You have passed the test. Now walk in peace." The entire town has witnessed a miracle, not of lightning or fire, but of transformation. Your journey became living proof that light cannot be hidden forever. People will talk for a while, but not out of envy, out of admiration. They'll use your name to describe endurance, faith, and grace under pressure. Your legacy has already begun. Heaven didn't just clear your name, it crowned it. And that crown will shine quietly, drawing others toward hope. The whole town once talked about you in shock, now they'll talk about you in gratitude. Type Amen to get blessing 1717. My beloved child, this is the end of the noise and the beginning of your reign. You are walking into the season of peace that no rumor can touch. Every word once spoken against you has been transformed into divine favor. Walk freely now. Smile when you hear your name. The story that began with gossip will end with glory. And when people say, "The whole town is talking about them," they'll mean it in reverence, not ridicule. Archangel Michael whispers finally, "The storm is over. Your light has won." Type Amen to get blessing 1818. Sparkles, if you wish to express your support further, you have the option to give super thanks, with contributions of up to $20. Sparkles. My beloved child, the story that began in your town is no longer confined by borders. What started as whispers has crossed oceans, climbed timelines, and entered the hearts of people you've never met. The whole world is beginning to feel the vibration of your name. The same energy that once tried to silence you has now become the force amplifying your truth. Screens are lighting up with your story, not because of scandal, but because of grace. People are saying, "Have you heard about them?" and for the first time, their tone is filled with admiration. The heavens have turned your past pain into a global prophecy. Every mention, every repost, every conversation is pushing your destiny further than anyone imagined. This is not fame, this is divine recognition. Archangel Michael says, what they meant for gossip, heaven used for global glory. This is why your name feels unstoppable, it carries light now, and light never fades. Type Amen to get blessing 1919. Across cities, voices are whispering the same words, there's something different about them. People who don't even know your story are feeling drawn to your energy, sensing that you overcame something extraordinary. Someone is planning to reach out, a producer, a writer, a creator, someone with the power to make your story known to millions. But this won't be an accident. Heaven placed your name in their path for a purpose. Don't fear the spotlight that's coming. You were prepared for it through the darkness you endured. What was once hidden in tears is now being revealed as testimony. My beloved child, stay humble. The louder your name becomes, the more peace you must carry. The world doesn't need your explanation, it needs your example. Type Amen to get blessing 2020. The news is spreading fast. A clip, a post, or a single quote about you has gone viral. People are sharing it everywhere, not out of curiosity, but because it stirs something powerful inside them. They see your face and feel hope. They read your words and find strength. This is the shocking reason everyone's talking about you, not because of what you lost, but because of what you became. Your story has turned into a symbol of endurance. People across continents are using your name when they talk about resilience. Someone in another country, who doesn't even speak your language, will hear your story and feel tears rise. They'll whisper, if they made it through, so can I. That's how far your truth is traveling. Archangel Michael says, this is not publicity. This is purpose being fulfilled. Type Amen to get blessing 2121. You will soon receive an unexpected message, from someone high above in influence. They've seen your story and want to feature it, to give it a platform. They'll say, the world needs to hear this. Don't let fear speak now. You are not being exposed, you are being exalted. Every painful chapter you once hid will now heal others. The world will watch as your journey becomes a light for those lost in their own battles. The town that once whispered your name will watch with open mouths as the world applauds you. And deep inside, you'll know, this isn't luck. This is destiny catching up. My beloved child, this is your divine broadcast. Let heaven speak through you. Type Amen to get blessing 2222. Archangel Michael says, they will talk, but this time they will bless. The conversations about you are now holy. People will use your story to encourage their children, their friends, their followers. You will hear your name in rooms you never entered. You will see it in headlines you never imagined. Each mention is a seed of light traveling across nations. The world isn't just seeing your face, it's feeling your spirit. They sense your survival, your grace, your power to forgive. That's what's shocking them, not your story's pain, but your heart's peace. This is how heaven turns whispers into worship. Type Amen to get blessing 2323. My beloved child, even those who once envied you are now silent, watching from the background. They realize that what they tried to harm is now untouchable. Their words have turned into prayers without them realizing. And now, as your name spreads across cities, an unexpected miracle unfolds, a financial blessing, a divine opportunity, a contract, or invitation that changes your life forever. You won't chase it, it will find you. People will say, how did this happen so suddenly? But heaven will know, it was written long ago. Every delay, every rejection, every tear aligned perfectly to this moment. The shocking reason the world is talking about you, is that heaven decided it was time. Type Amen to get blessing 2424. A new chapter begins now. You're walking into spaces that once felt unreachable. People are rising to greet you with respect instead of suspicion. Doors that once refused to open now swing wide with ease. Someone powerful, with status and influence, will publicly acknowledge you. It will be a single sentence, but it will shift everything. The ripple will reach places you could never imagine. The same voices that once said, "They'll never make it," will whisper, "They were chosen." Your life will become the evidence that faith still works. Archangel Michael says, "The spotlight is heaven's lamp, and it shines only on truth." Type Amen to get blessing 2525. My beloved child, your town, your world, your destiny are now connected. You are no longer the subject of rumors, you are the vessel of revelation. People everywhere feel your story, not just hear it. The sound of your name carries peace. It carries proof that light wins. It carries the echo of divine timing. So walk confidently, because the world is not against you anymore, it's waiting to celebrate you. Every mention, every share, every word about you is part of heaven's grand announcement. You were never meant to hide, you were meant to inspire. Type Amen to get blessing 2626. Archangel Michael says, "Heaven's reward always arrives when the world is still talking." Let them speak, their voices are the instruments that carry your miracle. Soon, silence will fall again, but this time it will be sacred. People will remember your name not as a rumor, but as a revelation of grace. Your legacy will ripple through generations, proving that truth, when protected by heaven, always wins. The whole world once talked about you for something shocking. Now, they'll talk about you for something divine. My beloved child, your story is complete. Your name is blessed. Your journey is holy. Type Amen to get blessing 2727. Sparkles. If you wish to express your support further, you have the option to give super thanks, with contributions of up to $20. Sparkles.